New Year's resolutions are great, but they're kind of a double-edged sword. I mean, just from a quick glance, they're beautiful. It's an opportunity to reflect and for you to conjure something greater out of yourself. I want to be stronger. I want to be faster. I want to be smarter. Let's look stronger and more handsome for the ladies. Let's learn how to be gentle. And hey, why don't I get a girlfriend? Those are beautiful things. Like, hands down, those are beautiful things. And it's amazing to always reflect. And even if it's once a year before the new year, reflection is always beautiful. But that's the problem. When was the last time you reflected in such a similar way? Probably last year, right before 2025. So, why is it that we, at least as a society, come together and only reflect on these days? Well, it's because it makes it easier and because we want people to give us permission to change. And that permission might not be someone saying, oh, you're allowed to change now, but it's a societal standard we've set. The new year is a perfect example of that. 2026. Everyone wants to be stronger suddenly. Everyone wants the new year. You're flipping a new page on the book, and boom, life's about to be started all over again. So it's a perfect example of when we're given permission to start again by societal norms or by the pure essence of a new year itself. But the thing is, you shouldn't have to wait for someone else or a set of systems or circumstances to give you permission to change. After all, if you could change and make a lot of money without being beaten and put into poverty to prove that you needed the money, then that would be great. It would be a victory without much loss. And that in itself is beautiful. And you can do that without the new year ever giving you permission to do so in the first place. Take the gym. It's a perfect example. Let's say you started right now. I'm recording this on Boxing Day, so you'd have at least like about 5 days before the new year? Probably something like that. So that's 5 days in the gym. That's a schedule you've made. That's machines you've tried and failed on. That's a membership you've explored, even if it's just a day pass. That's some gym wear or a building you've explored or some friends you've made. You'll be in the gym and have, a bit of experience on your hands before everyone else has started, or before, what I'd like to say, the alternate version of you has started. I believe that there's three versions of us, or at least three theoretical versions. There's the loser, who does nothing, and he's updated throughout time, but just take your current version and then imagine that you didn't do the decision that you knew was best for yourself. Like going to the gym. You not going to the gym, that's the loser version of you. Then there's the winner version of us. He's the guy who always says yes to everything, in a good way. He's always going to the gym. He's always being nice to the ladies. So he's you now, but he's always working his butt off. So he's way ahead of you. And the other guy's way below you. You're somewhere in between. That's the third version. That's you today. And we might never be that perfect version of ourselves. And we might never actually be that worst or horrible version of ourselves. But the goal is to be as close as possible to that perfect guy. Maybe not at the 99.999 percentile, but if we can at least be like, a couple percent better, a little bit closer, then that'd be great. Because perfect is surely perfect. So if you started the gym right now, it would be undeniably good for you. So why don't you? Well, we like to say, well, wait for this day. Why? Well, it's not just that there's these societal norms or that there's this new year, this new page in our book. It's because we get something special. Motivation. Motivation. We get motivation on the new year to go to the gym. But that's especially why no New Year's resolution is successful. Because I don't have to tell you, and I really shouldn't, but motivation doesn't last. Discipline does, which is just doing something that's good because you know it's good for you, like going to the gym, regardless if it's hard or not, or whether you like it or you don't. So that's the problem. People are relying on motivation based on the New Year concept itself to go to the gym, or to find the girlfriend, or to be a better version of themselves. New year, new me, so I'm going to be good, but only because I feel like it. So the best people, or the people who actually succeed with their resolutions, whatever it may be, and this can be anything, so don't limit it to the gym, are the people who actually take the matters into their own hands. And they say, I don't care about a New Year's resolution. I could have done this before. I'm doing this now. And you know what? Maybe you're watching this in the new year. Maybe this is a New Year resolution you've had, so keep it. But keep it to yourself. I'm not saying you don't share it and be all alone, but I'm saying keep it in your identity. You are the man who goes to the gym now. It's not a New Year's resolution you've set up. It's not something else. You can't be like everybody else. And I know that's me, like, that's going to sound ridiculous or off the walls. Like, you can't be like everyone else, even though everyone wants to go to the gym all of a sudden. But everyone who does want to go to the gym suddenly, even if they're going for a little while, is eventually going to stop because it's based off that motivation. For the majority, that is. Obviously, we all understand this. So if you want to be like no one else, if you want to be that guy who sticks with his resolution, or makes it a part of his identity, then you need to realize first and forehand, you aren't like everyone else, and you can't be like everyone else. And I'm not saying that to hurt you or to, to put disrespect on your name, but I'm saying that out of a point of humility. If you really want to be better, and like from a very honest perspective, if you really want to be better, you need to be different. If everyone else is waiting for permission to be better and it's based on their motivation and a system that's outside of their hands, then you need to grab that system by the balls and bring it to you. You don't control when the new year comes. It comes when it comes. But you control when you go to the gym, so you can go whenever you want. I'm about to go to the gym after this video, and I'm grateful I am. So rather than waiting for the new year, I use today. And I say, you know what, Nolan, because my name is Nolan, I'm going to go to the gym. And that's my resolution right now, right here. And I'm going to be proud. And I take that pride and I turn it into motivation. So it's like an infinite motivation glitch. Just being happy and grateful. Nevertheless, the point of this video is to simply say, resolutions are beautiful. Reflection is great, but you can't wait for outside permission, especially as it rarely comes, or a different set of circumstances, or even worse, an outside system out of your hands to control how you work and how hard you work. Nevertheless, again, we don't reflect as often as we should. You know how when you sit down and you're like, New Year's coming, I want that girlfriend, I want that money, right, to support my beautiful family or the family I'm going to make, right? I want to improve, I want to be better, I want to be completely different. What if you had that mindset every day, or at least a couple times a month, any month? Well, that'd be great. You might not do anything, you might not ever go to the gym, but that hunger, the crave to be better, that doesn't come once a year. You can have that anytime you want. The problem is we have phones in our hands, or we're always doing something, or we're always a little exhausted or lazy, so we're not quite there. You have to be fully there. You have to be fully submersed in this hunger, which is why it only happens once a year, because everyone likes to pay attention to the new year. That's why it's a bit easier to do that. But if you can figure out, and this is something I'm learning from my own, so I don't quite have the answer yet, but if you can figure out how to have that mindset to like always be thirsty for more, always hungry to be better, then wow. Certainly that would be incredible for self-improvement, pardon my stutter. But I mean, that's why we see people in poverty get so successful. Cristiano Ronaldo is a perfect example. You can just research about him and learn about his story. It's a very beautiful one. But that it was because he had this hunger. And he has concern for his son because his son won't grow up with the same hunger to be good. I mean, his kid can still be an insane soccer player, especially with his father at his hands. But he won't have the hunger, the drive, like the fury inside of you to be better. That's why great loss ultimately leads to success, because it gives us this hunger. But if you could manufacture that hunger every day, oh my God, that would be crazy. Always having a good relationship with the Lord, oh my God, always having good relationships with family, always pursuing to be the best, getting that lady of your dreams where you can feel comfortable and happy for once, right? Like, I know I'm just saying stuff, but this is stuff I really care about. Having a stable business and some money, not because money runs the world, but because you want to at least take care of your family, right? Those are some real things I want. So if I could crack the code and have this hunger in my mind all the time, then that'd be beautiful. Nonetheless, right now I have habits, and habits are their own can of worms, so if you really want to learn about habits, I recommend watching my other videos. It's kind of like a dumbed down version of this hunger that we have, but instead of like an undying motivation, we just do the work regardless, which is discipline at its most, really, if you think about it. You don't care, or you really care, but you're just doing the work. Nonetheless, going a couple days early before the new year will surely help with that discipline and just get you one step closer. But I guess that's what self-improvement is. Taking a bunch of steps instead of a sprint, so that way eventually you'll get your goals and you'll be happy once you get there. Or, even better, enjoy the way there. Anyways, my name is Nolan T. Painter. I love you, but God loves you more. If you really like this video, feel free to leave a comment, kind of judging or poking apart what I'm saying, or tell me that you agree. It really does mean a lot. And additionally, I have a little call service set up. It's really cheap. I think some people charge like hundreds of bucks for these. And it's literally just an hour of my time or multiple hours of my time to keep you accountable. I'm not the wisest man or the strongest man, but I've gone through my own set of crummy situations. And my best gift is to love people and keep them working out of love. So I love you, and God loves you more. I'll see you tomorrow.